BMAX Audio Adventure. This is BJJ365. Man, what a weekend. The Quintet tournament on Friday night. Quintet 3. That was incredible. Then my favorite pay-per-view of all time in the UFC was this weekend. Incredible. A lot of crazy stuff. And then we were in Jacksonville for the Olympus Invitational, which was a 32-man EBI-style bracket in Jacksonville, Florida. And that was pretty incredible, too. So a big weekend in my life, at least, for combat sports. Let's talk about Quintet. It's the best rule set. It just is. Sakuraba found a rule set that makes the draw not just makes the draw matter, makes it valuable, but it makes the draw even exciting, because now a draw can pull the other guy off the board. So you don't have to beat Gordon Ryan in this rule set. You just got to stay alive, which makes a great defensive player of tremendous value to your team. You know, he can pull a great guy off the board if the matchup's right. So I love the Quintet rule set. Love it. 10th Planet did really well. PJ, Geo, Boogie, all got highlight reel subs, and then all got caught in highlight reel finishes. So that was crazy. Man, I couldn't believe that Marcin Held tapped out Geo with that knee bar. But it was beautiful. It was beautiful. So great job overall by 10th Planet. They lost in the first round, but really proud of all those guys. And then, of course, Gordon just smokes everybody that he comes across in the bracket, and they win. So Team Alpha Male, congratulations. A lot of people don't like the fact that 10th Planet's the only team. You know, they don't like that people are putting together superstar teams, but I don't mind it. I think it's kind of cool, actually. It makes like a division amongst the fans. Like the purists, like, no, you have to play with the team that you train with, versus the, let's see what the rock stars can do if they all get together. I think it's pretty cool. I don't mind it. And I like that we're, 10th Planet's kind of setting themselves up as the team that's in the tournament, the only team that's in the tournament. I think that's cool, man. So I don't have any complaints about it. In fact, bring on the super teams. Then if we win, it's just that much sweeter, or when we win, it's that much sweeter. UFC was total madness. So talking about 10th Planet black belt, Tony Ferguson. He's 10th Planet to his core. My coach, Eddie Bravo, in his corner. And Tony Ferguson put on the performance of a lifetime, dude. In the context, like considering he just came back from this ACL reconstruction and he's been out of the cage for a year, and it's the co-main on probably the largest pay-per-view, or at least pretty close to it, the largest pay-per-view of all time between Conor and Khabib. And Tony Ferguson put on a show. I think he stole the show athletically. Even what Khabib did, he proved himself to be just light years beyond Conor as a fighter. But I thought even what Tony did to Anthony Pettis by mentally breaking him, and forcing him to sit down on his stool and not stand up. I just love it. I thought it was a great testament. Both, and this is something that came up over and over again for me this weekend. I saw it come up in the Jacksonville tournament, the Olympus tournament that Matt Scaff was in. Matt won the first 2 rounds, and then he got caught with an arm and guillotine in round 3, but he got to the round of 8, so he did really well, really proud of him. Alan Sanchez, brown belt from 10th Planet San Mateo under Adam Sagnoff. He won the whole thing, so he took home $3,000. He beat Sergio Ardila in the final, and Sergio's an awesome ATT black belt, great wrestler out of the Atlanta area. But anyway, something that came up over and over and over again this weekend was that cardio is the mother of all technique. And I saw Scaff go out and play the pace that he wanted to play. and he still had a lot of gas left in the tank when he got caught. But he never had to worry about being tired, so he was able to present his offense the way he wanted to present it. And I was really proud of him for that, because I've seen the work that he's put in to push his cardio to a place where it doesn't have to be a concern for him. And then we saw the same thing with Khabib, the conditioning as a grappler. He just doesn't get tired. He's so efficient in those positions that he can push, and keep going. Conor's improved his cardio tremendously, it looked like. So I actually have a positive. I thought Conor actually didn't fight terribly, just Khabib is so good. You know, I didn't think Conor made huge mistakes until he kind of showed his back at the end. He was looking for a way out, I think, which is the same thing he did against Nate Diaz. And I don't disparage him for that. I would have been looking for a way out too. So, you know, no harm, no foul. He'll fight again. I'm sure he'll fight again. And it'll be exciting the next time he fights too. But Tony was an example of not just having enough cardio to do what you want, but having enough cardio that you can keep a pace that your opponent, no matter how skilled they are, just simply can never keep up with. And Dominic Cruz on the broadcast, which I love Dominic Cruz as a commentator. Some people don't like him, which boggles my mind. I think he's the best there is. But he brought up something during the broadcast. He said, early on, he said, look at the pressure that Tony keeps on Pettis as he moves him against the cage. He's just offering him no chance to take a breath, and he's keeping Pettis on his heels. He's making him move backwards. And that's exactly what Tony did, and 2 full rounds of that were too much for Pettis. And Duke Rufus kept him on his stool at the end of the second round, and it was just incredible. And then the outpouring of emotion from Eddie and Tony at the end made it that much sweeter for me. So, awesome weekend. Had a great time. Back to training this weekend. This coming weekend, I'll be in New Orleans for the Combat Con conference, the Combat Business Success Conference that my friend Alan Belcher, Paul Halmy, Amy Majors, they put that on. So I'll be down there. And then on Sunday, I'll be teaching a seminar in New Orleans. So if you want to get the information on that, I'll post that on my Instagram, and I'll tell you how you can make it out to that seminar, or if you want to just come hang out at the conference or whatever. Be nice to see you guys. Toehold is our sponsor, TOE_HOLD on Instagram. If you'll screenshot this podcast and tag myself and Toehold in your post, share it on Instagram, share it in your stories or your feed, either one, but share it in your stories is the best. And you'll be entered to win a free pair of these awesome flip-flops. And if you just want to try to get a discount, you're ready to order right now, slide up in his DMs, let him know you listen to the podcast. He's going to hook you up. Other than that, I want you to check out www.themmaschool.com. That's myself and Cole Miller. We're working hard to put together a great website that's like a reference for all things mixed martial arts. So I think if you'll check it out, you'll love it. It also, a membership to that includes a membership to BrandonMC.Ninja. So check out the MMA School. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.